Dejero is set to introduce the EnGo 3S at IBC this year. This new mobile transmitter will feature 12G SDI and HDMI connectors, potentially simplifying 4K UHD transmissions with a single cable. Additionally, it's expected to support native 5G and offer gateway mode for enhanced broadband connectivity in the field. So, Philip, tell me about this.
So it's interesting to see more and more of the bonded cellular and in general any compression tech adding 4K capability. Part of it stemmed from that wider distribution or adoption, I should say, of the 5G spectrum, which makes it a lot easier. We still aren't delivering 4K. I mean, none of our networks are 4K. I think some of the over-the-air stuff is starting to move to 4K, and obviously the OTT stuff's 4K. So it's interesting to see this push on the capture side or the contribution side in 4K and delivery still in HD. But I think that the more that this happens, the more that we've simplified the model to capture the stuff in HD, transmit in HD, excuse me, in 4K, we'll eventually see the broadcasters go to 4K. And obviously OTT, that's one of the ways in which they differentiate themselves. So it's exciting to see. We'll see where it goes from here.
And Mary, what about you?
Well, I've got a question for Philip. Do you think part of the reason that they're still just broadcasting in HD, do you think this removes a barrier? Because, you know, they're always saying, well, we're not getting content.
No. Then the reality is, and it's my own personal opinion, is that for every HD channel, if you want to go UHD, you have to get rid of 2 HD channels on your network, and we are sort of constrained in the distribution side, especially on the cable side and satellite side. Now, as soon as those constraints go away or get reduced, i.e. we go all IP, when Comcast and Charter and everybody goes IP, you'll open up a lot of bandwidth. Of course, they're reselling that bandwidth as data because it's margins 4 or 5 times what it is on the cable TV side. So it really is about the distribution bandwidth and the loss of revenue, because they really can't charge for UHD. We did charge for HD, I think, when it first came out. There were a couple of services, but I just don't think you can do that with UHD. So it's really going to be, you know, when those distribution channels open up and they're not having to cut off 1 or 2 networks or 1 or 2 channels for every UHD channel.
Thank you. Great to know.
Yeah.